Today I'm gonna do Welcome Sweetie Pies. I think this is season 3, episode 1. It starts off with Miss Robbie. She's talking about how many restaurants she has. Now she has 3 restaurants. She has, I think it's the West Florence. She has the Mangrove, and she also has the Upper Crest. So now she's contemplating on closing down 2 of the restaurants and just keeping up the Upper Crest because she owns that building. So, yeah. Then she goes to talk to Tim about closing the restaurants. Tim is telling her it's basically a bad idea, especially to close the Mangrove because he said that's where all the most of the revenue is coming in. He's saying the restaurants will be 30 minutes away if she closed the restaurants or whatever, and it's not convenient. And I understand where both sides is coming from. She is saying it's costing too much to keep the buildings open. She doesn't own the buildings, and she owns the upper crust. But Tim is just this is where our money's coming from. This is where our business started from. How do you take restaurants away from people? This is where you started. And don't and to me it's don't wait till you get this big uppity restaurant and then you want to close down the ones that made you. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's what Tim was coming from too. Um, Next scene was Janae and Miss Robbie. Miss Robbie is still cool with Janae, even though her and Tim is taking a break right now. Miss Robbie loves Janae. She's got little Timmy. Little Timmy running around damn office tearing up or whatever. So they kind of talking about that, and they talking about Tim and talking about closing the restaurant. This whole episode was basically about closing the restaurant and Tim and Janae's relationship. Um, then they show Tim is telling everybody about how Miss Robbie wants. Well, he's telling his crew how Miss Robbie wants to close the restaurant. So everybody has to be on their jobs. Everybody has to, get this money in so Miss Robbie don't close the restaurant. Tim goes home and he's complaining about Charles because, last season at the end he let Charles move in. So Charles is not helping around the house. He's not cleaning. He's not bringing no money in. He's just being fucking lazy old Charles like he's been doing the last couple of seasons. So I don't understand why Charles is even on the show or why Charles have a place to stay. Because I was taught, man, they don't work, don't eat. And apparently Charles don't want to do nothing but eat. Miss Robbie and her sister at the nail salon, and she's finally telling her sister how she wants to close her restaurant, and she's telling her all the reasons why. The sister's in shock, but she understands what her sister is going through, especially as far as not owning the building, but still had to put so much money into the building. I like Miss Robbie and her sister's relationship. I'm glad the sister didn't blow up oh my god, I'm gonna lose my job, blah blah blah, like the other man did. But yeah, that was it. Tim and Miss Robbie, they go to lunch. They still want to discuss the restaurant. Like I said, this whole thing was the restaurant. I like how when they start talking about his relationship with Janae, she kept calling Janae the baby mama, and he was like, I think them words, baby mama and baby daddy, is disrespectful and all that stuff. And she was like, that's what y'all are. I mean, because they're not together. They don't want to say they're together. So what do you want to call them? Baby mama, baby daddy. Tim, you not being around your son the way you're supposed to be. So you're baby daddy, not the son's father. When you're not, just because you're taking care of him financially, but you're not there emotionally or whatever. So you're the baby daddy. You and Janae argue like she's the baby mama. You don't treat her like she's the mother of your child. Um, Janae and Monique is Tim's cousin, and her best friend. They're in the kitchen. They're talking about Janae and Tim. She's feeling lonely now. She's feeling like she put her life on hold for Tim, and this is what Tim is giving her. She says she's not from St. Louis. She moved to St. Louis to be with him. She's not around her family, and I felt for Janae. I just really felt because the first season or whatever, when he proposed to her, I think he was doing it for the cameras. I don't think, like she said, I don't think Tim was ready to get married to Janae. I just think things were moving so fast. Her getting pregnant, all of that moved so fast that that wasn't what Tim was ready for. Tim, isn't he freshly out of jail after, so many years? He wasn't ready to just be tied down, settled down, especially when so many of his friends is single. And Tim ain't grew up yet. Tim is still a child. He act like a grown ass man, but Tim is still a damn child. Still Tim. Anyway, so even Monique was, they was talking about the Miami trip. They were talking about, because she was supposed to go there for her bachelorette party / birthday party. But now she's just going to do it as her birthday party because they on hold or whatever. But Monique was telling her, like, if he's not going to do it for you, you need to go find somebody else that's going to treat you better. You deserve better. And I believe that. I believe Janae deserves so much better than Tim. I really do. I think she's a really good person. She might have her flaws. She might bitch at him, but he shouldn't have gave her all them hopes and dreams and promises and then all of a sudden want to take them back. So yeah, they're gonna go do a ladies trip in Miami. We want to see how that go. Janae, Tim still complaining about Charles. He comes home. The dog is in his bed. The dog is no. The first time dog was in his bed. This time he goes to start complaining to Charles, and Charles is blow drying the dog. So you can tell he bathed the dog, but he blow drying the dog and with a blow dryer, and I'm sitting there like, he has no respect. He needs to be homeless. He has no respect for Tim or the house or anything. So Tim was so upset he just walked out. And then it wasn't no cold water when it was time for him to go take a shower. I would have walked right back in there and put his ass out. Next thing was Miss Robbie. She wants Tim to see I guess it's the West Flores. I'm not sure. The first restaurant. She wanted him to go see the restaurant because she wants to show him how messed up it is. How she talking about if she rewire any more, she gonna blow the building up. And I was just like, ooh, that do look like a hole in the wall. But I bet you they got some good ass food. It just seemed like them hole in the wall ass places be having some good ass food. And that's what just seemed like this restaurant is. But it's so much work to be done. So I understand her saying she want to close it. Tim still feel like they can do some maintenance on it and keep it going. And anyway, Tim and his friends, they go bowling. One's single, one is a preacher. So they bowling or whatever. And was this bowling alley closed? Because nobody in that bowling alley. Like, nobody. Tim, they start asking about, he asked his friend, because his friend was talking about how he came from Miami. Tim was asking his friend about the single life, and the married one was like, why would you want to know? You with somebody. So he was like, well, she put me out. I mean, she moved out. She on the other side of town. Here he go with that Kirk syndrome. They get put out. They never officially broke it off. So he feel like he wants to know about the single life. Break up with Janae before you try to worry about the single life, Tim. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, they talking about the relationship. They telling, the married guy is telling Tim, like, Janae's emotional. She just basically, she wants Tim. She don't know how to go about it. She's dealing with a lot and all kind of stuff. The other knucklehead ass friend is just like, let's go get some what do you call them? Some pink slips. I guess some X's. And some fired bitches. I don't know. But yeah, he trying to get Tim to be a hoe. It's like one got an angel and one a devil on the shoulder. And it's always that one friend that's gonna keep your ass in trouble. Yeah, I was just like, Tim, don't do it. Don't do it. Until you break it off with Janae. Don't do it. Anyway, Tim and Janae, they seeing a dietitian, I guess, for their son's health. Because y'all remember, TJ was born premature. So they trying to keep his health on track and make sure he's growing properly. And the nurse lets them know that he is growing properly, yada, yada, yada. Kudos to little Timmy. Tim come home. This is when Tim just had enough with Charles. He goes to get his food. Charles has ate his Chinese food and put the box back in the refrigerator. He calls Charles down. Charles is so nonchalant, like, oh well, I don't give a fuck. That's where he's at. And Tim gets mad and tells him he can have the house, he can use it as a farm, and he's moving out. And I'm sitting there like, who owns this house? Who gonna pay the bills? Who's gonna pay the mortgage? Not gonna be Charles. This house is gonna be ran into the damn ground. Poor house. I don't understand. Why would you just all of a sudden tell me you needed a fresh start and you just move out? Hey. So then I'm just like, really? Really? Don't give him that house, Tim. That house is gonna be fucked up. Anyway, Miss Robbie, she's closing the restaurant. It's very emotional. They had their little last day. It was really emotional. She said she was tired of crying. They closed up the restaurant. It was really sad. Tim, he's praying with his crew. Then they open. Miss Robbie come by and she lets Tim know that, you know, he was right and his revenue is, you know, doing what it said it was gonna do, and he showed her receipts, so it's doing what it gotta do. It's making the money that it needs to make for now, so for temporary to get still open. So, yeah, that was the review for Sweetie Pies. It really wasn't that much to the first episode. Next week, I think it is Charles gonna tell Miss Robbie that some girl is pregnant, and I'm sitting there like, Lord, 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 please, girl, don't be pregnant by him. Just be pregnant, but not by him. But yeah, it wasn't nothing to this episode. Tell me what you guys think of this first episode. Tell me what you think about Tim and Janae's relationship. Did you think it was the right idea for Miss Robbie to close the restaurants? Do you think, you know, do you think the upper crust is going to be able to stay open with the other one closed? Just tell me what you think. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Talk to me. Follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Keek, Facebook. I do everything by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE, except my Instagram is Miss Nika69. Talk to me and I'll talk back. Alright, peace.